ARESxGOD here, and it's time to talk about Stark or Frieren, in this case with episode 6. Now, after this episode, I think Stark might be one of my favorite characters so far, and the way they handle his more kind of introduction here in a way where we find out more about him, his backstory, his personality, his conviction, everything that happened, and episode looked great. The fighting, the music, the animation, they went all out here, and even all of the shenanigans between them, especially Fern and Stark, are awesome. And Frieren being Frieren, especially the last scene in the episode, but also a new party being formed and starting the journey again. I really liked this episode here, so let's get into it and talk about it now. At the start, it picks up straight from last episode with Fern talking to him when he was training there. Why are you even training if you don't fight? And we see him having a lot of internal guilt about everything that happened between him and Aizen, and also with the dragon, feeling guilty with the villagers, not being able to face his fears with the dragon. And I think Fern and Stark are awesome for each other, especially the looks, we're gonna get to that. But she asks him, what if the dragon attacks? Maybe I'll fight, or maybe I'll run away. Even he is not sure of himself. But also what he doesn't realize is his own strength, which we see it even from the last scene in last episode, that carving in the hill there, just showing how strong he is. But here it's a lot more pronounced, so to say. We see more of that, but he doesn't realize that that fact here, and slowly it gets revealed. Even him saying the scar he has, he didn't get it during a fight with a monster. He got it during training with Aizen, when Aizen hit him quite hard. But the reason why Aizen hit him, even he didn't know why, because he thinks he got hit because Aizen was disappointed into him. Now, while I was watching the episode, I had another assumption until it was revealed why Aizen hit him. I'm like, I think Aizen probably hit him because he wasn't scared enough. I really like how they're using fear quite well here in this episode. But Fern looks at him as at his hands, seeing how much he worked, how far he has pushed himself, calming him and telling him, I have faith in you, and sharing her own experience with during her first fight, how she was scared but instincts took over, and that is very important also, especially during when you have a lot of training. It sticks with you. And yes, it might be cliche saying that training takes over and your instinct, but that happens quite a lot. Also, all of the jobs, I really love them. You're a coward, but I believe in your resolve. And the transition was perfect. Next day, where is Stark? He's missing. Her and Frieren looking for him, but he comes. Before he comes back, we have Fern's worst fear almost come to pass. Yeah, without Stark, we have to play tag with the dragon. Frieren pulling Fern. Let's go play tag. Poor Fern there. But Stark's comes back very determined to do this, and even willing to put down his life. If I die, please finish the dragon, asking Frieren. But also when Fern asks him, why do you go so far for the villagers, or Frieren asked him, one of them, I lived here for 3 years, and that's not that long. Well, yeah, it kind of is, especially for a human there. You can get attached to people, to places, to location, get used to comfort, everything, even more considering everything that happened. So 3 years is quite a lot of time. But what I love here is, and in general, I love characters that are scared, but they still push forward. We see him trembling, trying to face the dragon, and it reminds Frieren of Aizen, saying he was very similar to that when they're fighting a monster. He was scared also, but he admitted it. Now, fear can also be good, and this is why from here I thought, hey, maybe that's why Aizen hit him during the training. maybe Stark was cocky or anything along those lines. He wasn't afraid, and maybe that's when the fear was instilled in him, so to say. But no, I was wrong about that. But what I really like is fear is good. Having fear can keep you moving forward, can protect you. Being fearless might sound cool, but it's not really that cool. Kind of borders on stupidity sometimes, because if you are not afraid, you're gonna do reckless things and can put yourself and others into dangers, and can't really take notice of the situation you're in. But here, facing your fear, that's also important. Not letting it control you, not giving into it. So having the resolve to push forward. And Aizen admitting that thing, being afraid is not bad. But then we have Stark versus the dragon, the stare down. And here even Frieren commenting that the dragon felt the strength in Stark, and that's why he didn't kill him the first time there when they faced, and even here them checking each other out, and it's revealed that Aizen hit him out of reflex, out of instinct. Even he was afraid of Stark, just emphasizing even more how strong Stark is now, and is going to be moving forward. And it reminded me a bit just of Fairy Tail, the theme and everything, the fighting, the music started, and it looked great, the animation, the transitions, everything, and Stark going wild versus the dragon, so good. And he hit the dragon and he was like, hey, I did it. Him being a decoy, waiting for Frieren and Fern to shoot. Hey, shoot at it. Frieren is like, no, there's no need. And he gets a bit mad, calls her, hey, old hag. Yeah, probably you're gonna pay that at some point. But they don't shoot since he killed the dragon alone. This is how powerful he was. Even he couldn't believe it himself. And hope at some point in the future he realizes how powerful he is, because I feel like everybody around him knows except him. He has an inferiority complex without actually being inferior here, which I kind of like that in some characters. But Frieren also started praising him, and instantly she went for the treasure, of course. But what was great here were his comments of what Aizen said, Stark remembering that Frieren made the journey fun for the heroes. And we see an awesome flashback with her useless spells, quotation marks. She had a shaved ice spell, and Himmel was very happy about it, hater also. And Aizen couldn't understand that. Why are we doing this? Why are we wasting time? We're on this journey, dangerous thing. But Himmel put it into a very good perspective. Would you prefer a hard and painful journey, or take our time, enjoy it, do the best we can, bond a bit? And that's why I think Himmel was the glue. I said it since the first video. Make sure to check out that one for first impressions. And Frieren has that effect on them, and we see it even here on their journeys. All of the shenanigans, the random things, and everything just puts a smile to your face here. But after this we see the result. She finally got the spell to see through clothes, and Fern uses it, looks at Frieren's body. Yeah, it's not that interesting, it's a spell, sure. And Frieren kind of takes it. I'm sorry, my body is not that interesting. That killed me, that line there. And then after this, he looks at Stark. So small. I felt that one. I feel you, Stark. Mine is not big also, so I feel you. That one hurt. I really like them together so much. Stark fits perfectly with them, and him and Fern are awesome. So this was pretty much the first half of the episode, and yeah, this is gonna be a long video probably. Here they finally get to a new village there, but after that they get stopped at the checkpoint because apparently monsters and conflict, and they cannot cross, which Frieren kind of was okay with that, more than okay, but they're gonna have to spend some time there. Unfortunately, Fern over here, it's gonna be 2 years until the checkpoint opens up, and Stark is like, hey, wanna go grab some food? The look she gave. Poor dude, she can't he can't catch a break with her there. But after this, he goes on his own, grabs a jumbo berry special, saying it looks small. But the bartender there is like, yeah, because you're a kid at the time, so everything looked bigger to you. Kind of fits with the theme of the show. As you're a kid, everything seems big to you. Even him saying Eisen always looked big from the back. And I'm like, okay, I can see that, it fits, it makes sense. But what if the bartender lied? He just gave him a smaller jumbo berry special there. But that was a fun moment here. Now Fern shows up, tells him about 2 years, and she's relieved to find out he also doesn't want to spend 2 years. Hey, you're normal. And they start looking for a way through the checkpoint. You can't fly over it, there's a barrier. I go to the guild, no info there, even check the black market. Start intimidating some of them there, but nothing. So they decide to go to the guard station. Now here we see him a bit. Of course they don't get any information, but what I really liked here is how much he cares for Eisen, saying they look over a view and saying he doesn't have a lot of time. And I'm like, there's no way he's sick or he's gonna die too fast. That was my first instinct. Seems like that kind of show, so to say. But reveal that Eisen brought him there before as a kid and started telling him of his life, of the journey, and how much those 10 years meant for him, and just showing a small person can mean a lot, and 10 years is very much for somebody that isn't like Frieren. And this is the journey also for Frieren to realize this. It's not just how much you have, also matters how you spent it. And them together here, we see a bit of Stark's motivation. He wants to do this for Eisen, as to go through this journey, spend time, bond with people, have adventures, to also share it with him before he dies, since he can't go on a journey anymore, being too old. And that was awesome, a wholesome moment there. Now after this, Frieren being Frieren, they see her around town, sneaking everywhere, rushing, hiding, saying she's pursued. And the guard at the start finds them, very serious big dude, but he starts apologizing. I'm like, okay, I can see where this is going, and I was proven correct. Starts apologizing for being rude at the start. Even the castle and the lord comes in doing the same thing. Frieren was so cute. No. It reminded me a bit of Sylphie and the end of Mushoku there. Super cute moment. And they assume that she's there to help with that conflict. That's why she wanted to pass over. But yeah, she's just on a journey collecting spells. And they kind of get a parade, so to say, after this, the same way the first journey started with the original party. But now Frieren, Fern, and Stark do the same thing, and she says she doesn't like the attention or this, but kind of important. And I really like that moment quite a lot, and showing that she wanted to stay a bit more there, do some research, spend time. But yeah, now they're finally through and moving forward. Overall, after this episode, Stark is probably one of my favorite characters in the show so far, and can't wait to see more of them together. But I'm also thinking, they have two mages now, they have a frontliner, the warrior. Are they gonna get a healer, somebody like Hater or something? I don't know. Are we gonna get a new character moving forward, or they're just gonna be three of them right now? I hope we get a new character. I feel like 4 would add a bit to the dynamic of the party, but overall the show has been so good so far, and I'm glad it's apparently it's confirmed for 28 or 24, since the first one was split into 4 episodes. But hopefully the animators, the staff, everybody. There's no crunch time, properly paid, and anything. The production hopefully doesn't have issues. And just give me more Frieren, please. It has been so fun. And I'm really curious what you guys thought about the episode. What do you think about Stark so far after this one and that poor dragon? But yeah, let me know down in the comments below. As always, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, helps me quite a lot, and you guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. So keep enjoying Frieren. Make sure to check out the podcast Because Anime, link in descriptions. And I'm gonna see you again on the next one. Bye bye.